Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 1st to the 15th, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my websites, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. They both work. They're linked in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, Libra. Just give me a moment to center. Okay. All right. So at the heart of it all, for the first half of September, is the Eight of Swords. All right. So you're going to have a tendency to be in your head a lot, overthinking, overanalyzing. Do be mindful about this because it is a stealer of joy. The Eight of Swords can steal our joy very, very quickly. And we can be thinking about all the things that we need to do, all the things that we should have done, all the ways that we could have done things differently. And there's no point in that. There's no point in that. The die has been cast in certain, areas of our lives, and that is okay. So here it is looking, or at least it is kind of what it is. I know that sounds so dismissive, but it isn't. You're making up the tapestry of your life. The threads have been sewn, the die has been cast to create the colors. It's turning into something magnificent because every being on this earth has the potential and the power to be magnificent, or at least to be magnificent. Some don't choose it, but some do. And it doesn't mean that we have to be rich or powerful or, known by the world. It means that it's a job well done, a life well lived. So stop doubting yourself and thinking, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. It is okay. It is okay. Now you move forward. And it moves us then to the challenges. And that is the Four of Wands. That's celebration, happiness, joy, contentment, real beauty coming into your life. The Four of Wands, is the big moments, right? It's getting married, it's moving house, it's new job, it's, it's buying your home. It's all these things, right? It's all the big things in life. It's buying a new car. It has to do with meeting milestones or, they just really significant times of change and power and prosperity that tell you, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. But how many times does that happen? How many times do we have those big milestones? And some of those big milestones aren't part of the tapestry of our existence at all. This is learning how to celebrate us. This is learning our joys and our happinesses, our successes, and our power. And it's really being contented, moving forward in in the beauty that is our lives. Even if we were saying, oh, I want to achieve more, I want to, do XYZ, that is great. But it's celebrating all the little wins because you're increasing your energy vibration. And as you're increasing your energy vibration, you're changing your life. And it moves us then to the near future, which is the Seven of Cups. So this is being kind of spoiled for choice, but this is also, well, this isn't the near future. This is where we're focusing on. So there's a lot of options that are coming our way. Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I move this way? Do I move that way? So it can feel overwhelming. We can have choice paralysis, type of thing, especially with the Eight of Swords at the heart. We're overthinking, we're overanalyzing, we're a little bit too much in our own heads and a little bit too much in our own way, Libra. So do be mindful about that. With the Seven of Cups, it is really looking at what is inspiring you. It's connecting with your dreams and your passions, and it's opening up doors. It brings us then to the energy that is now leaving us. And this is the High Priestess. So you've been having a lot of intuitive growth. And through this intuitive growth, you've been seeing where you stand. Now, some of us have rejected the intuitive growth, which is just part of our journey, and that is perfectly okay. But that could be a little bit of a rough time for us. It can be a little bit overwhelming. If we're saying, I don't want to be like I don't want to know so much. So just being aware of that is important for some who are watching. For others, this was a time of really big realizations. It doesn't have to be big realizations for anybody else, but they were big realizations for you. The veil is being lifted from your eyes. You have seen things more clearly, more openly, more honestly, more aligned with your reason here on this earthly plane. And it moves us then to your strength. And this is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is prosperity and success. The Knight of Pentacles is wealth. It is power, but it is also your strength to move forward, to accumulate wealth, to accumulate what you value as much as money, success and prosperity. And there's nothing wrong with being successful. There is nothing wrong with moving forward in wealth and in power of being and learning how to celebrate yourself and really embracing what it is that you want. Now, the strength here with the Knight of Pentacles, I see always the Knight of Pentacles as the most level-headed of all the knights. He's not going to, charge in there instantaneously and be like, I've got this, and kind of like misread the room. He's going to go slow and steady. And sometimes it feels like it's eternal for a decision to be made. So do be mindful about that you can get frustrated because you're looking at all different angles, especially with the Eight of Swords, where we tend to be a little bit too much in our own minds, in our own way during this time, during the first half of September. So embracing meditation, embracing movement meditation is going to be really beneficial for you. It moves us then to the near future, which is the Five of Swords. It's seeing yourself as different. It's not that, oh my gosh, I'm so different than everybody else, but it's seeing yourself as different from who you once were. And as you're embracing your power, you're going to see that during this time, there's some sort of energy that comes forward that kind of like pushes you back, that makes you think of once upon a time in the story of your existence. And it's like, oh, so you're going to fall back to old patterns of acting and being. And then there's a realization of like, oh, but I'm not that person anymore. It's like, oh, that's not right. Like, that's not me. So there's going to be this sense of a release of the past. And there's going to be this time, and you'll be aware of it probably, later on, where it's like, wow, that was a real turning point. Like that is when things change. You're also winning battles, right? You're seeing yourself moving forward and not saying, you know what, I need to give this all away or make everybody else feel better. It's like, no, I did this fair and square for myself. And now I'm moving forward in what I have learned and what I have built. And I'm being proud of who I am. It moves us then to the advice. And this is the Eight of Wands. Everything is going to be moving very, very quickly in the first half of September. So just being aware of that, just being aware that there's a very quick pace. There's a very kind of like it's a passionate pace. It's kind of like we're moving towards passions. We're moving towards bigger things. The repeat of the number 8 again reiterates that we're being very logical about things, but we can be too logical, especially as an air sign energy. We can just be a little bit too logical, a little bit too like rigid with ourselves. So just being aware of that. But the advice is that everything is moving, everything is flowing. Move with it, flow with it. Let the changes come forward. It moves us then to the environment. And this is the Ace of Swords. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe is handing you a gift of knowledge, is handing you a gift of your voice, is handing you a gift of insight. And this is going to be a time where a lot of knowledge can feel overwhelming. And so this is going to be a time where, like, kind of focusing on your breath, focusing on your voice is going to be very important for you. It's even like just saying things to yourself. It's like mantras. I just see like chanting, those type of voice exercises that center you are going to be very beneficial. They're going to help really bring things into clarity, bring things into a deeper understanding. With the Ace of Swords, there's a gift, again, from God, Source, Spirit, that brings clarity of mind, clarity of voice. There's an empowerment of mind and voice. And that leads us then to our hopes and our fears. And this is the Four of Pentacles. We want to create, like, home is going to be very important to us during the first half of September. We want to create a very solid, foundation for our home, for what we're working towards. With the Four of Pentacles, there is also this energy of, like, there can be vampiric energy around money. So just being aware of that, kind of like something that drains money, something that overwhelms, or just even the doubts and the fears of, like, I'm not worthy of this because of vampiric energy from your past. Okay, so that's going to be something that you are severing, any vampiric energy around prosperity, wealth, or bounty. What you are also going to look at are any blockages, okay, in your energetic sphere, because in your hopes and your fears, you want to call wealth to you. Now, again, it doesn't mean that we all have to have mansions on a hill. It can be a cottage with a garden, and that is brilliant. Like, a simple life can be an absolutely amazing life. It just is how we accept ourselves, and it's how we move forward in honor of ourselves and our hearts and what we desire. And so here with the Four of Pentacles, it is honoring your sacred space of being. It is honoring the energy that flows through you, and also knowing that you cannot take on everybody's burdens. So just be aware of that. Really strong boundaries are going to be important during this time and are going to be empowering for you. It moves us then to the outcome, which is the Messenger of Air, which is the Knight of Swords. And so you most definitely take this gift from the Ace of Swords, from God, Source, Spirit, right? You take this gift of clarity of mind, of empowerment, of embracing your voice. You're cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, disappointments. You are also here in kind of a juxtaposition. And that's why the advice is with the Eight of Wands, that things are just going to be moving forward. Things are going to have a steady pace to them, because you're going to want to slow things down and you're going to want to speed things up at the same exact time. So just being aware of this conflicting, energy is going to be very important for you. This is a time of movement. This is a time of discovery. This is also going to be a time of dreams coming forward, kind of like, really embracing your dreams, really embracing what you love, and really centering yourself again for, this is my passion, this is my heart, this is what I need for myself. Walking forward on this earth gently, kindly, respectfully, do no harm, and open your heart to miracles, because they do happen every single day. They might not be, the burning bush type of miracle, but that would get a little bit overwhelming. They can be very small, they can be very quiet, but very beautiful. So let's see here what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels. And this is the White Owl. It says, the wisdom and message of the divine are within you. And here, you're going to see that the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. They're part of your knowledge. You have stardust running through your veins, right? You are connected to the greater universe, and you're going to find empowerment and emboldenment through that. It moves us then to your chakra energy. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels and Spirit guides, angels. This is psychic development, third eye chakra. Not surprised to see this at all. That was definitely part of this reading. And also, the reason why the High Priestess is here is that you're developing psychically, intuitively, sensitively. You are connecting with the world in a much bigger way. Some of us absolutely here for it. Others of us, like, this is a bit overwhelming, not quite ready for this energy. So just being aware of where you are in your journey, sitting in meditation. This is why chanting is going to be so important for you. Embracing the air, the air element through the chanting, through your vibration, through your understanding, and letting your voice be heard is going to be empowering. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. This is the death card. This is Scorpio energy. So if you're born on the cusp with Scorpio, if you have Scorpio in your life, that can be a little bit tricky during this time. But Scorpio energy is secrets. So be mindful of secrets. Be mindful of keeping secrets. Be mindful of kind of hiding things away, like not bringing to the light what you truly want. And also be mindful of people who keep secrets. It's like, no, why can't that be brought forward into the light? Like, what's going on here? So just be aware of that. Be aware of secrets. Scorpio energy is a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. And yeah, I always see the death card, right? It's transformation. It can also be resisting of a transformative time in your life that's coming forward. But the death card for me is like the assassins, right? And I don't mean that in a scary way, but it's like the spies in novels and in life, like the people who make a lot of change or who gather a lot of information but aren't seen, because both Scorpio and Aries are ruled by Mars, and Aries is the warrior on the field, and these are the spies in the shadows. So just be mindful. I'm not trying to make anybody paranoid or saying, oh, people are spying on you. That's not true. Okay, what this is be mindful of secrets. Be mindful of people like just kind of gathering information and using it against you, and you're like, whoa, wait, what the heck? So just be careful what you say to people. It's not to make you overthink and overanalyze, right? It's not to bring the Eight of Swords even more into our lives, but it's just like, trust everyone, brand your cattle, and don't give them any ammunition against you. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message, and it's the dove. It says, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality, and it is to move forward with the sense of love, with the sense of peace, with a sense of harmony, really grounding you. That is going to be everything. It moves us then to the chakra message, which is the inner child. This is the heart chakra coming through, embracing the heart of your inner child, embracing the passion of your inner child with your dreams coming forward. It's like, wow, this is what I was interested in when I was little. I didn't realize it would take this road or it would unfold this way. So that's really beautiful. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. This is the Princess of Swords. We are represented by the swords in the minor arcana. So there can be a childishness, like kind of like a petulance, this sense of a temper tantrum that comes through within us during this time that we just have to be mindful of. Like we can want to stomp our feet and get really mad at something. So just being aware of that, but also being aware of childish voices that, like people who say they are an authority on something or say that they have a lot of power around something, but their voices are childish. Like they're just being petty and rude and mean. So just be aware of that energy. Your subconscious tarot message is patience. Now this is Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. Time frame November 23rd to October 21st. You have Scorpio energy here, Sagittarius energy. Scorpio goes into Sagittarius. Scorpio energy might be a little bit difficult. Sagittarius energy will be a lot more calmer for you. With Temperance coming forward, it's balance in your truth. You're balancing your energy to really embrace your truth, to embrace what it is that you want, to embrace what it is that you're looking for in your life and for yourself. And as you do, the doors open. Temperance is also, Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter. So it's enhancing the greatness within you. It's actually the enhancer, right? So it enhances the greatness within us, but it also can enhance the struggles within us. If we are too struggle or too much in our own mind, kind of, really looking at the negative energy of it all. Jupiter doesn't care what it enhances, it just enhances. So just be mindful about that during this time, that subconsciously we can be making bigger because of the Jupiter energy. And that's with the Eight of Swords, right? Reiterating, we can make bigger what we want to make less, right? Because we can make bigger what we want to make less, because we want less struggle, more happiness. And we need to focus then on the happiness, on the joy, on the celebration of life and existence. All right. All right, Libra, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Libra. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed beginning of September and a blessed life. Bye.